Welcome to another Jenallee Quick Tip. We are so glad that you have found us, and we hope that this video is helpful. If you like this content and find it useful, please be sure to share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. In this Jenallee OneNote Quick Tip, we are going to show you how you can create OneNote assignments easy peasy in your OneNote notebook straight in Teams. So I am using Ms. Long's class notebook, and I'm going to show you how to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and expand my notebook here. I've clicked on my class notebook within my team. And I'm going to click on this little navigation panel to open it up. And you see my collaboration space, my content library, and my teacher only. And we're going to work in the teacher only today. So I'm going to click on teacher only, and you see that OneNote provides some really good content for you right at the beginning. They give you some information. What is the teacher only section and how can you use it? So they give you lots of great information. After you have read this, if you feel like you want to delete this or move it to another place, feel free. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure I'm clicked on using the teacher only section. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on plus section down at the bottom. And it's kind of tricky because wherever you are clicked here on this section tab, whenever you add another one, it will add it straight underneath. So just be careful where your cursor is. So here's where you want to think about, what do you teach? How do you want to organize your assignments? So what we're going to do here is we're going to build our assignments straight in our notebook that we are going to assign to our students in our class. So I teach math, so I'm going to go ahead and make a math section. So I like to think of my content organized by what I teach. You might want to organize it by a grading period, unit, whatever it is that works for you. This is where you can customize this space. You can always add more later. You can always delete. As you get going, you may find that something works a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and click on math, and I'm going to click the plus section at the bottom, and I'm going to add another section. So if I teach science as well, I'm going to go ahead and add a science section. So now I have math and science. Now since I have already read using the teacher only section group, I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to delete this section just so that it's not in my list there, because this list could get really long depending on how you organize it. I've already read that, so it's great content, and I'm going to remove it for now. So you might want to just add a section for assignments. So it just really depends on you and your needs and how you want to organize this area. So I'm going to go ahead and have a math section, a science section. I might even want to have an ELA section as well. All right, so I have my three sections. So this is where I'm going to build my content. So one thing that we suggest from here, after you've built your sections, is to go ahead and open up your OneNote notebook within the app, because it's going to be a little easier for you to navigate. So I'm going to click up here in my We space, and right here where it says Open in Browser, if I choose the drop down, I see Open in Desktop App. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, assuming that I have Windows 10 as my default, the OneNote Windows 10 app as my default. It should open directly into the newest OneNote app. All right, so it does take a few minutes to load for the first time, especially if you have a lot of students in your class. So give it a little bit of time, and once it loads, it's going to look like this. So you can see here I am in the Windows 10 OneNote app, and I have my welcome, my collaboration space, my content library, and here are the sections that I built in my teacher only. So I'm going to go ahead and just start building from scratch. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to go to my math section, and there already is a blank page for me. So I'm going to go ahead and use that page, and I'm going to title this Division Mid-Check. Okay, so you can give your lesson a title. And then right here, you want to click down in the white space. Now here's where you can add text. You can add, anything you want to build this lesson. So you can embed a Flipgrid. You could embed a Jenallee. You can embed Buncee. You can put a YouTube video in here. You can build this out. You can just put straight text into this page as well. So anything you want to put here. You can also add an audio file. So lots and lots of options for building your lesson. But we're going to keep it really simple today, and we're just going to add a PDF printout. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Insert, Printout, and I'm going to navigate to wherever this is, right here, this document, right there, and there it is. All right, so this is great. So this is just a lesson that I would have normally done in my class with my students. You can delete this if you would like, and then you can move this page up here. Now, one thing that's really important to note is you can see here that I have the corners where this image is basically selected. So I can make it smaller, I can make it larger, but so can your students. So we want to be mindful of that they could easily click on this and delete it. So Control-Z, our best friend, but we don't want students to have to do that. So really important, and this is why we really like working in the app, is I want to right click on this and I want to set this picture as background. So this is really important and a step you don't want to forget. So now that I have set this as background, you see I don't have the ability to resize it and I can't move it around. So it is stuck as is. So I have a lot of space here where students can work on this assignment. There's plenty of room here for them to work in the size that it is. So once I've built out my assignment exactly the way I want, again, you can add audio, you can just type straight on the assignment where you could say, please go ahead and so on. So you can add directions as well. But note, these directions can also be deleted and moved around by your students as well. So this is why we like putting everything here on this document, setting it as a background, and then the students can't delete it. All right, so we're going to go ahead now and create this as a OneNote assignment. So I'm going to go back into my team here. I'm going to click on Assignments at the very top. I'm going to click Create, Assignment, and this is where I'm going to give my assignment a title. So this was a midpoint check. I think this was division, midpoint. And then we love adding categories. So this helps your students know and helps you to know what subject this is. So I'm going to say math, hit enter, and then I have a little tag attached to this assignment. So that's going to really help with the organization to know what assignment is for which subject. Now here is where I'm going to give specific directions. So please complete the following assignment, and you can even tell them, use the draw tool, go ahead and type your answers, use dictation, go ahead and give as much information here. I suggest the information here because, like I said, when it's in the actual OneNote page, it can be deleted. So it doesn't hurt to give information in multiple places. So we're going to go ahead and give as much information here, and then we're going to add a resource. Now this is the key here, and this is where it's awesome, where students don't even know they're in their OneNote necessarily. Because if I click Add Resources, then I'm going to go ahead and click Class Notebook, and then I'm going to navigate to my Teacher Only, and then I'm going to pick Math because that's the section that this assignment is living in for today. Click Math. Now here's where it asks us which assignment we want to choose, and in this case I only have the one. Click Attach, and this is where it is asking us where do we want to put this in the student's notebook. Now they don't necessarily know it's in there unless you're teaching them how to use the OneNote, which is a great thing, but at the beginning you may just want to create these as assignments and they don't even know they're in their OneNote. So I'm going to put this in their math section, okay, and then I'm going to click Done. Now here is where it says students edit their own copy, and that's the beauty of this because this is completely editable for them. It lives in their OneNote, so they always have this for documentation to go back and study or review and so forth. So here's where I can assign it to multiple classes if I wanted. I can even differentiate and send to specific students. I can attach my due date and so forth. All right, I even have the ability to post this to a specific channel. Now, I don't have many channels in this team or any besides the general, but if you had multiple channels, like if you were doing your channels by weeks or topic, you could choose to send this assignment to a specific channel, which is really helpful. All right, so once my assignment is completely filled out, you can even add points in a rubric, lots of details and information here that you have the ability to customize. Once it is done, we're going to click Assign. I hope this video was helpful in showing you how to set up your OneNote pages as Teams assignments. So stay tuned to the next video where we will show you how you can give feedback and grade these assignments and how you can see from a student view what these assignments look like. Let us know if you have any questions, and don't forget to go and be a different kind of awesome.